Hi friends, in this video we can learn about NIC, means that a network interface card. NIC is very important in networking. Without NIC we cannot do networking. Initially I would like to talk about what's the purpose of NIC. Okay, when you just imagine that you are a network engineer and now you are in a company, then you can see that plenty of computers.
Just imagine that.
It is one of the computer in that organization or an enterprise. There you have the computer monitor and the CPU there. Okay, and normally there have LAN cables or Ethernet cables that are coming from that switch. Okay, it's a switch in that your company, and there have a lot of LAN cable to connect different networking devices. Then you need to plug in that cable that's come from that switch to your computer. Here you can see that a 8-pin socket that's at the back side of your PC or desktop PC, or if you just look, you can see it's a side of your laptop too. Okay, there have a 8-pin socket to connect the LAN cable coming from the switch. This socket is the part of NIC. This socket is the part of NIC. So we need to connect. So we can simply say that we need to connect the LAN cable or Ethernet cable comes from switch that we need to connect at the NIC at the back side of your CPU. Okay, if you there are mainly two types of NICs. One is onboard NIC. Another one is add-on cards. Okay, the first one is onboard NIC. That is mounted with that motherboard. Means that if you look at your laptop, that NIC is, we cannot remove that or we cannot plug in or plug out that NIC smoothly. That's mounted with that motherboard. So the NIC in a laptop is an example of onboard NIC. Next one is add-on cards. Means that these are in the form of cards. These are the NICs in the form of cards. If we need, we can add, we can plug in or plug out that NICs from your CPU. There you can see that a lot of slots inside your CPU, means inside your computer there have slots to connect this type of cards. There you can add this add-on. There you can add this kind of add-on cards at the slots provided at the motherboard of your computer. Okay, next we can learn how this NIC or how this NIC works. Okay, inside the NICs work with the MAC address. MAC address means that media access control address system. Media access control address. The MAC address means that MAC address is burned inside the NIC. The MAC address is burned inside the NIC. So the computers are connected. Just imagine that it's a switch, and this LAN cable comes from this computer, and this goes to another CPU, and the NICs are connected. Just you can see that these LAN cables that are connected to the NICs at the backside of the PCs. Okay, and the MAC address means media access control address is bent inside the NIC. By using that media access control address, these machines are communicating each other. Okay. After connecting that NIC, we can assign that IP address. Next, we can learn about the MAC address configurations. How this MAC address is arranged. The MAC address in the form of 48-bit hexadecimal address. The MAC address is arranged inside the NIC in the form of 48-bit hexadecimal address system. Okay, and these are again this MAC address is again divided into two portions. 24 bits first portion, 24 bits again first. So totally 24 bit into 2, it's 48. So this MAC address is arranged in this portion into two portions, and the first portion is known as OUI, and another second portion is known as VAI. OUI means that organizationally unique identifier that's provided by IEEE.
The topmost NIC manufacturing companies are
Cisco, Dell, etc. This IEEE organization, they are providing the 48 bits OUI ID, means that organizationally unique identifier ID to the companies to identify who are producing or who are manufacturing that NIC. By looking the OUI ID, we can easily identify the manufacturers of that company. Okay. Next one is known as VAI. VAI means that vendor assigned ID. That's provided by the vendors or manufacturers to the customers. By looking the vendor's ID, they can easily identify that who are using that kind of NIC. So it's the MAC address is the combination of OUI and VAI. So we can say we can say that MAC address is the combination of OUI ID and VAI ID. So it's a unique address. Normally we can see that it's a unique address. It will not repeat anywhere. So if you bought a new NIC, that NIC has a MAC address, that's a unique address. Normally it's a unique address. It will not replicate anywhere because it has a OUI ID and separate vendor assigned ID. Hi friends, I think that you may got some general idea about the MAC address. So we can see at next class. Before that, I need to say one thing. If you need to change this MAC address ID, if if you change the NIC and place it with a new one, then you will get a new MAC address. Sometimes in your company, the NIC become faulty. Then that time you need to plug out that NIC and you need to plug in a new NIC there. Okay. So we can see it in next class. Bye bye.